Hey guys, it's your best fight friends. I'm Kelsey. This is Rachel. Oscar De La Hoya is coming back, baby! The golden boy.
Not too long ago, we were talking about Oscar because he had
That's when
backed off a challenge from Conor McGregor.
And Conor was like, I accept your challenge!
And then later he was like, whenever you're ready. So
a month, maybe like 2 weeks later, he tweeted at Conor, whenever you're ready now, fool. And then, but nobody really even said anything about it. I think we're the only people that covered it for heavy. But he did.
But in those videos, we have a video where we each like make a pick. And
for Oscar versus Conor?
And you were adamant. I wasn't sure if you were adamant, but you strongly picked Oscar.
I can make a case for anything.
And I strongly picked Conor McGregor. Just based on the data I had, which isn't a lot. I don't know Oscar. I don't stalk him online. I don't follow him on any social media.
Oscar's.
I just, whatever had come my way was like, well, Oscar doesn't seem like he's always doing super great. He might have some, he might struggle with addiction. I just was like, how old is Oscar?
He's 47.
Okay.
I know him. He's 47 years old.
And so I'm like, I don't know if Oscar can, but here, like, Oscar got interviewed and he said, oh, he has been training. And he's looking to have a real fight at 154 or 160.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know who I'm going to fight. Who else should you fight, Oscar? You should fight Conor McGregor. That's what I think.
Well, here's my favorite thing, is that he's like, you know, I'm going to see how Tyson fares.
Yeah, first he's going to watch and see how Tyson's reflexes are when Tyson never makes it back to the boxing ring. Tyson's 53 years old.
Yeah.
He's about to turn 54. And so, yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, both guys look like they're in shape. Oscar looked like he was in pretty good shape. That was an exclusive interview at Ring TV. Cynthia Conte had that with Oscar, and she didn't even know she was getting that bit of information, which is great about that interview. She was like, huh? And then she kind of processed what was happening. It's pretty awesome. I'm excited to see the Golden Boy. I think people forget. Y'all must have forgot. You forgot about Roy Jones. He told you would in that song, and y'all did. And people forget how great a champion Oscar De La Hoya was, really, I think. I mean, remember, he was, before Mayweather, he was, at least as far as box office draw goes, he was Mayweather. He was a great, and on top of that, he was a great fighter. Now, he wasn't maybe as great as Floyd Mayweather, just as far as how great a boxer he was. I think he won world titles in just tons of weight classes. He was an Olympic gold medal winner. Oscar De La Hoya was a great boxing champion. There doesn't seem to be any buzz for this. I'm going to create some buzz, Oscar. But here on our tiny channel,
if
I'm excited about it.
Tyson Fury has shown me anything, is that comebacks are, like, possible. Not only did he come back from severe depression and drug and alcohol, like a lot of drug and alcohol use, and then he came back, which was like a bigger, longer, right? Like he had to work over a period of time. But then I saw him come back from getting knocked the hell out by Deontay Wilder. I mean, he didn't get knocked out because he got up.
He technically didn't.
But anybody else would have gotten knocked. I mean, he was just out, and then he got up again. So, I mean, I've just been shown that people can, like, come back. And so maybe Oscar can. I don't know what's going on personally in his life, but maybe he's like, can make a change and really come back. I just question if you want to look at Tyson first and see how Mike Tyson does. I have to say, like, both their names because we have Tyson Fury and Mike Tyson. If you're saying you want to see Mike Tyson first, I'm like, well, then I cool down a little bit. And you're waiting on Tyson. Well, guess what? We're all waiting on Tyson.
I mean, he might not even get in the ring. This could all be a clever
He said he was going to announce his opponent, and we would all be, like, amazed.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
2 or 3 weeks ago. So we might just be waiting on these comebacks.
Man, I'll tell you this, though.
But I'm entertained.
Oscar De La Hoya's 2-round prediction for Conor McGregor. However you land on that, that's ridiculous. There's no way that Conor would knock out Conor McGregor in 2 rounds. I know it's cool to think you're like, oh, these boxing guys can just... Conor knows how to box. He might not know how to box the way Floyd Mayweather knows how to box, because it's not the only thing that Conor does. But he fights in a ring all the time. He's not going to get knocked out by a guy that's naturally smaller than him and 16 years older than him in 2 rounds.
Also, in order to just be like, I'm going to knock you out, it means that you're going to, like, go at somebody and potentially leave yourself open.
I will say this.
Which, if you've not fought Conor McGregor before, I don't think you should
Conor's
just
counterpuncher.
in 2 rounds, leaving yourself
Yeah,
open.
you might want to
I
avoid
think
Conor
you're
for
going
the
to
first
need some rounds,
3 rounds or so.
to make sure that you're okay, because I wouldn't want to, I mean, lose on a big stage like that, because that wouldn't just be losing. I mean, if you go in for a knockout, leave yourself open, and you instead get knocked out, that is...
That's a black eye for boxing, Oscar. Hey, look, but
well,
listen.
like, also for you, like, that's a hit to your, like, ego. I mean, huge hit to your ego. It'd be completely different to go in there and skillfully lose. You know what I mean?
I will say that Oscar, if Oscar hurts him, Oscar will go for the kill. Unless he's won all 7 rounds in a row, and his trainer tells him to go on a bicycle like he did against Felix Trinidad that year. You guys remember that? That fight, super fight, Oscar De La Hoya, Felix Trinidad. Oscar boxes his ears off for like the first 7 or 8 rounds. And then he just inexplicably, or not inexplicably, his trainer told him he was so far ahead to just stay away from him. Stayed away from him the next 5 rounds, lost the 5 in scorecards. That's Oscar De La Hoya's career for you. That's terrible. But really, for the most part, Oscar, man, when he came to get people, he came to get them. That was old school boxing.
We had a coach when I played basketball in high school at a very small school, and we rarely won games, and we were winning this game. Like, we were winning by a lot, and our coach, he told us to milk the clock. And we were like, it was early. I want to say it was like in the 3rd quarter. And like, we were like, huh? Like, really? Huh? This is what you want us to do? Anyway, we ended up losing. We lost that game because they kept, like, coming back.
Never, not like that far in advance. I mean, 3rd quarter.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
round 9 out of 12. You don't need to, like, get on your horse and give away.
No.
That's crazy. In a 10-point must system, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
crazy.
not saying you have to be reckless, but also you don't just lay back on your laurels.
You know what I think is reckless? You just ruined my segue.
By asking what laurels are?
They're not to be rested on.
Not to be rested on. You know what else is not to be rested on?
Real Talk with Kelsey and Rachel.
And liking, commenting, and subscribing.
Which is terrible.